I remember back in the day in rehab, it was suggested that maybe we should look at changing before we have to, and what that refers to is if you don't do something about your life, society and outside forces will do something about your life. So you're going to end up, irrespectively of whatever your concerns are, you're more than likely going to end up where you might not want to be. And usually the reason that happens is because when we hand that power over to circumstances out of our control, and we are controlled externally by how people act towards us, then we're at the mercy of of a life that we can be content in, um, but maybe there's a little bit more in there um, that you could call upon to make more of an effort to living a life where you're taking more accountability for yourself. So it's important to understand the process of change, and if we don't do it, we're going to be we're going to be chasing our tail to the end. If we don't do it, we'll be chasing our tail to the end. What I'm assuming this. Well, I'm assuming, yeah, but I'm also a first-hand experiencer of of changing before I had to. Like when I realised I was just at the mercy of others. Um, I I somewhat I somewhat didn't like it because I felt restricted by being overreactive, overreactive, oversensitive um, to other people and circumstances, and it wasn't until I I realised that that was just taking away from me developing my own confidence and my own focus on on what I wanted, and that was going to require um, change. So I understand the benefits of changing before you have to. But if you can't imagine or start dreaming of something other than where you are, then you probably are not going to understand the concept of the personal change that is going to be required um, to achieve that. Like I couldn't have been a lying, dishonest, untrustworthy human being, and manage 70 to 80 people in a work environment. I couldn't have done it with the same attitude that I had prior to rehab. So a lot of that change I did before I was a director of those companies. I couldn't have had the relationships that I have had over the years if I didn't identify my contribution to relationships and how I acted in them and took responsibility for my part in in the learning that I had to go through, and also the demise of the relationships. I needed to learn more, or alternatively, I'm just not wired for that. Um, so it's constant change and constant shifting. Um, so changing has benefits, but if you don't see anything within yourself that you need to look at, that you might identify as a stumbling block, or you can admit that you're playing a part in everything that's happening to you in your life, and when you can acknowledge that, then you can look at um, addressing the issues that may arise through your motivation to change things about yourself. Um, so it's you can't take the child completely, or you can't take the teenager you, or the young adult you, or and put it into an older version. Like there's always parts of our soul that we are the same all the way through, but you do need to prepare for the future, and looking at internal change. It's an exciting thing to discover. It's interesting, and other humans are interesting too. And it's interesting to see if your theories or your objectives or your knowledge, to see if it works. And what is it working? Like it gives you the desired outcomes that you were feeling. That's working. When you can create good within your system and your soul that makes you feel good, or if you think about things that you get excited about, or you dream about, and you can imagine living that life, and you can imagine being whatever you want to dream or whatever you want to be, then you become it. As soon as you've got that up there, then you become it. But you don't become it by again. I've talked about instant gratification and the immediate choices. There's no guarantees. There is no guarantees, but there is one thing guaranteed when you start acknowledging your part in the participation in your life, you're going to feel better by talking about how you feel. And you might go through initially, uh, your fears and what people think, but it's like anything. Uh, practice practice does make perfect. If you stay at it, it's it's such a better way to conduct a life. Because it's coming from good. If you don't believe you want to become good from something you don't feel good about at the moment, or you haven't felt good about it all for a long time in your life, then how is that ever going to come good? You can you can counteract feeling bad with with good behaviors. That's how you overcome bad. You do good when when you don't want to reach out. You reach out. When you're not motivated to talk about your feelings, you talk about your feelings. Um, when you are feeling fear, you talk about your fear. When you are feeling lonely, you talk about your loneliness. If you do feel unloved, you talk about you're unloving. You talk about anything that's going on um, within your soul. And if you don't wanna if you don't wanna explore the possibilities of a new way, well, that's fine too. That's that's not a problem. But if you've really had enough of what you've been doing, and you want um, a new way, then that's possible, and that's fine. If that's what one wants in a life, that's what one will get. So yeah, subscribe if there's anything in it that the talk that you like, or yeah, leave a comment. Um, and have a great Monday. It's a beautiful day out there. I've got a lot to do. I've got a lot to get through. I'm in the process of putting a movie together at the moment. That's exciting. Sometimes I think, oh my God, you've called me up to make a movie now. Oh, how am I going to do this one? I'll do it, but oh shit, it's big, but It's very exciting. All right, well, you take care, and yeah, God bless. Thank you.